was able to set the pace early, set the tone, a long layoff.
He was excited, dude. Really excited.
Neither guy establishing too much offense quite yet, really feeling it out. Smart thing to do after a layoff. Good straight right hand.
Yeah, that was nice.
You see that boxing base here from Krizan.
Really wide base out of Josh Krizan here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's so obvious, right?
Glad to see him staying patient, not rushing things, not letting the nerves get to him, just walking them down.
Jake's not doing a very good job.
Scary thing about God Body is that right there. Its ability to explode at any moment. So it's good to see some patience from Krizan.
Yeah. I'm a little curious as to the hesitation from Richardson to, how much of it is him feeling out his opponent versus just kind of holding back?
Well, I recall from his last fight that he didn't have a ton of volume. And it wasn't like he was in fear of a takedown in that fight. And I don't think he is here either. So, it might just be that thing that, you see like Yoel Romero. He was really good at just waiting and then waiting for the right time and then exploding, kind of
right
lulling you in
to,
almost a false sense of security. Because when you're built like that, you can't be throwing 100 strikes around.
Yeah. Good head movement there.
See the hands down here from David. Krizan looks very comfortable for a guy who hasn't been in the cage before.
Yeah, he does. Good slip through there by Richardson.
Now, Richardson's not giving him a ton to worry about yet. Times.
Stuffs that.
Excellent job of Krizan to stay on his feet there. Looked like he was pretty deep because he fed him his hips with the kick. And, Richardson was able to.
Yeah, Krizan does not look like a pro who's been away from the cage for 4 years.
Not at all. He's got good pressure here, good patience, picking his shots well. I think you're going to see him open up with a right hand here.
Chad Trukovich wants to see a little more out of these guys as we're about halfway through the round.
Solid low leg kick, and again, that is one thing that has become very popular since Krizan was last in the cage. That low calf kick.
Yeah.
Sweeping the nation.
Richardson's kind of just been on his back foot the whole fight, just backing up.
Yeah, and I'm confused as to what he's, trying to compute here.
I don't know. I mean, it could be as simple as, hey, this guy hasn't fought in 4 years. Let's see what he looks like now. But, I mean, almost 4 minutes into the round, you got to wonder, hey, you're a pro. You haven't figured it out yet?
Yeah, some guys take a while to make reads. Oh, good straight right hand from Krizan. Yeah, you think that he would have figured something out by now and try to capitalize on it, but he just doesn't seem very willing to exchange.
No. And as for Krizan, I mean, hey, you got him on your back foot or on his back foot. Add in some pressure.
Yeah, he's got the pressure going, and he's pumping that lead hand out, trying to get a reaction out of him. And, I think that's when he's going to really try to commit on a right hand. He landed a good one a little bit ago, and, a cleaner one of those could end the night for him.
I like Josh's takedown defense.
He's able to raise that lock, not let him get low on the legs.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. A lot of the guys instantly start worrying about getting their hips back right away, and he used his body to defend before his hips, which is really what you want to try to do in an ideal world.
Certainly the way that David's attacking him with sort of like body lock takedowns.
Yeah. Which makes sense. He's a strong guy.
There, he's drawing out some strikes from him.
Yeah. Took 4 minutes to get him against the cage and maybe work a takedown or maybe try to finish him against there. Again, Josh Krizan in the red, David Richardson in the blue. We're going to see a little more striking here early on.
Yeah, he's rushing forward with those right hands.
Picked up right where we left off at the end of that last round.
Yeah. Not very clean shots by any means.
By either guy.
Yeah. Josh is definitely more composed. He's doing a good job with that calf kick. He's definitely the more polished striker.
It's kind of, Josh is winding up the band with that right hand.
Yeah, he's pumping it, trying to make him think he's going different angles with it. But he's really pumping that lead hand as well, trying to distract him, trying to set things up.
Look at that hip feint, made Richardson just jump.
Oh, good body kick.
That was nice.
Tucked it right under the elbow. Krizan really starting to feel himself a little bit here. He's seeing things well. He's not too worried about the output because there's not a whole lot coming back. And I think, like you were kind of saying earlier, that when he's got him his back against the fence like that, he needs to potentially throw a little more of his own.
I like what I saw out of Richardson early in this round, but dare I say he looks kind of slow compared to a guy who hasn't fought in 4 years.
Well, he's doing a weird thing when he's throwing his punches where he's keeping his arms he's almost like T-Rex arming. Like he's not extending. It's like he's throwing the punches up, not out.
Yeah.
Which are not really going to reach their destination if that's the trajectory.
Again, for Josh, you got him backpedaling, you got him against the cage, maybe set up that too, that you're winding up.
Yeah, I think he's constantly looking for it, and I think he's just waiting to draw a reaction out of David first.
Yeah.
Good vision there. David came pretty hard, but everything's been defensively sound for Josh so far. Both guys could probably, benefit from a little more output. Not trying to sound like Michael Bisping here, saying that.
No, despite our criticism, these guys are both seeing each other very well.
Yeah.
And that's important in its own right, but they got to see something. And now, hey, let's set up, let's attack.
Yeah. At this point in the fight, seeming a little more comfortable.
I like those leg kicks.
Yeah. Good timing on that entry.
Yeah, very nice. Can he finish it?
Josh got his back to the fence and is able to establish his frame, his base.
Switches to single.
Smart transition by Richardson there. And then elevates the high crotch. Excellent job. Look at that urgency from.
Yeah, quick to get to his feet.
Got under.
Good
got
work.
Space. Excellent job.
Maybe a little bit of blood coming under Krizan's left nostril. I'm not sure if I saw that right there.
I like how he looped that right hand. It's not always good to loop it, but when he hasn't thrown a lot of them, it's good to, show him different angles on that right hand.
Richardson smiling at him.
Yeah, there's a little bit of gamesmanship going back and forth. Starting to have a little more fun, opening up a little more. There's a 1-1-2. Just missed.
Head movement. Very good by David Richardson.
Got some pretty bad posture here from David, though.
Yeah. And he's just comfortable with his hands on his side.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of a sign of fatigue here. He's not moving laterally as well as he has, and I think that's why Krizan's more comfortable letting those right hands go. He's not as afraid of the explosions coming back his way this late in the fight.
Right.
Good body shot.
Just under a minute left in the second round.
You can see that leg kick here. David's starting to get a little heavy on it again. Oh, good solid counter right off that leg kick. Shows that David's not fatiguing too much. He's able to see those shots. Still put together a decent counter.
Heavy exhales out of his mouth. I don't know. It's tough to say.
Yeah, I think there's definitely fatigue, but still seeing things well, which that's something that can go out the window if you're really gassed.
It looks like Josh is a little more worried about the takedown after that last one. You see David, not even a great, fake shot, and Krizan reacted very fitting nickname.
But with 10 minutes of fight gone, you expect him not to carry that same power and explosiveness. So look for Krizan to open up a lot more, and he's really got that leg compromised too. Excellent job. He stayed up with the times with that calf kick. I love it.
Nice low leg kick, and he's been working at those all fight.
That's the second time that Richardson's tried to jump over the kick as a defense. It's not the most efficient way to defend, but and he's attacking the other leg too. Excellent job from Josh.
Yeah, I like a lot what I'm seeing out of Josh this round.
Yep. He found something that worked, and he's putting a little more stock into it. Now he needs to use it to set up some other things. He's got him squared up against the fence here. You'd love to see him shoot a right hand, especially with him being pushed to southpaw. He's not comfortable seeing things from that stance.
When you don't score damage in MMA, you go to cage control, and certainly Josh Krizan has had the majority of cage control this entire 12 minutes into this fight.
Absolutely. It was a solid jab there from Richardson, but with that lead leg being so damaged, it's hard to put a lot of power behind it. That is what we call an investment in the MMA game.
That was a good investment.
Now, we've seen almost exclusively the jab to start these combinations from Josh, and it's worked for him. But I would like to see him lead with the hook. Oh, solid right hand.
That's a good exchange.
That was the type of shot that he's been looking for this entire time.
Hands on his hips.
Yeah, not the first time that we've seen that from David. He's really starting to slow down, and now that right calf might be compromised too.
We both mentioned before this fight that neither guy is probably going to want it to go all 3 rounds, and we're starting to see that a little bit here.
We've seen a lot of success with the right leg kick from Krizan. Now that he's got him switching southpaw, I would like to see him bring that kick upstairs.
Yeah, why not? Or right up the front.
Solid knee to the body from Richardson there, but didn't seem to deter Josh too much. So this is exactly where I throw that head kick.
And Brandon, if I see my opponent backing up, putting his hands on his hips, jumping over low leg kicks, I'm going in.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, it's one of those. It's a dangerous game. I mean, you look at the guy, how he's built.
He's huge. No doubt.
It's one of those things like, a lot of it, you can kind of worry yourself a little too much. Certainly people did against, like I said, Yoel Romero's a good comp for him because, he had a lot of third-round finishes. It seemed like he was tired, and, just when you thought you had him, see, like right
Big
there.
Big shot landed.
Yeah. You cannot, you have to be on your A game for 15 minutes against a guy that is that explosive because it only takes one. So I like, we were a little critical, but I like that Josh isn't rushing things. He's having success. He has him where he wants him. Good jab by both guys there.
You just wonder with getting taken down the way he has and some, hard to tell exchanges at times on who won it, if there would maybe be a little more urgency from both guys going into the third round, but especially Josh.
Yeah. Well, I think Josh is comfortably in control of this fight. Despite the takedown or two from Richardson, he didn't do a whole lot with it. Certainly didn't do damage with it.
No.
I think it's really hard to score those and have a whole round swing in his favor. So I think Josh is doing a smart thing. He's got a win in his back pocket. He's done some damage to that leg. And, it's not the prettiest performance, but after 4 years to get in there
versus a game opponent like Richardson,
yeah,
They're going to leave it all out in the cage here.
Yeah, we got a little more time left. And we'd like to see one more flurry here. And he enters in on a single. And that's going to do it.
Very good fight by both of these guys. Got to.
Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for these professional gladiators. After 3 rounds, in which the scorecard were all 3 judges scored this contest 30-27 for your winner by unanimous decision, Josh